Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Oh man. This week has been a tiring week. But how has everybody else's week been? It's been a good week, but a tiring week overall. Um, Today I will just be coding as usual. I'm gonna change some formats, or not format, but I'm gonna change particular things on how we save data. Because I was an idiot and forgot serialization exists. So so we'll be changing that today. So we'll be adding serialization. It's probably because I only learned it like a few months ago. That's probably why I forgot it existed. So we'll be doing that today. Just still focusing on the bag because the bag's going to be pretty important. But yeah, that is what we'll be doing today. Feel free to lurk if you are lurking. Otherwise, I will just ramble and whatnot. So yeah, enjoy. Oh, also, you're allowed to ask me anything, and what was I thinking? Any coding questions also are good. I do not mind tad bit of teaching while I code, because I feel like I'm still very much a beginner, but I know enough to like program a game. So there's a lot. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm using enough of my coding knowledge sometimes, but we will get started with that. Let me turn on music for us today. Alright, so that should be going. Let me know if you can't hear it, because that'll be really bad. But let's do this. Okay. Serialization. If I can find it. One good thing about today though, well, technically yesterday, I finally finished that school project that has been taking me so long to finish. Where I lost the tab. Oh no, I've got it. Why did it just... Okay. That's what we're doing. It does not like that at all. Let's be the only tab open. Thanks. But yeah, so I finally finished that school thing, the coding thing. Well, the religion history class project. I finally finished it. That means technically unpublished. I've made 2 games. I've made 2 games unpublished, and a bit of update news as well. So I took some more time thinking about it. I'm praying that's how you spell it. But I've decided that because of just what I know in general, I have a feeling that Genevieve, because it is a longer project and is more story-based, it's probably not going to be my first published scheme. I'm still going to work on it. It'll still be the thing that we work on this stream. But in terms of the first game, what I'm going to do... I need to figure out this... Okay. What's going to probably end up happening is that, I really hope my mic's on. Why am I afraid my mic's off? Basically, yeah, I decided to just change which game is my first, because Genevieve is going to take a while. And I technically already have 2 unpublished games that I've never really shown before. You know, the first game that I mentioned with the my 2 OCs that are now lore related to a bigger thing, and this religion history project. So I could technically, what I'm gonna do, I don't know when it will be, just because next week is also gonna be busy, but not as bad. Whoa, okay. Delete. Okay. Yeah, so basically, because I have 2 unpublished things already, I'm gonna go ahead and update the lore on one, and then I'm gonna update the lore on one of these games so that it'll be easy. Okay, I did spell it correctly. That'll be interesting. That's really all I have to do? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so basically, I will be, what's the word? Yeah, because I have 2 unpublished games, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the lore on the first one. That's the biggest thing. Update lore and update art on that one. So let me just get rid of this. It's probably not helping. Yeah, update lore for that one, and then I'm gonna fix bugs that I still found with the religion history project. And then what I'm gonna do is, because I know that, you know, religion can be a touchy subject for people, but I don't know, I kind of want to see what people's reaction is to it as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna release 2 differing versions. Mechanics will be slightly different between the 2 games. But what's basically gonna happen is that I will release the original, and then I will do another version that will be related to stuff that I more want to be like, what's the word? Stuff that I think would be better. So I'll release 2 versions of that, and then I'll update lore for the other one. So Genevieve will probably be the 3rd game in all of this. It'll be the 3rd game. So, basically, by the time 2024 comes around, I will have 3 games. That'll be interesting. Let's see. What am I missing? But yeah, that has been an update with me in terms of that. But we'll still be working on Genevieve on stream. So stay tuned. Do not worry, I won't switch gears or anything. Just, you know, stay tuned. Alright, what am I thinking now? So yeah, I finished the religion history project this week. Oh man. That was a lot in and of itself. That was so much. Oh, bye! Hi! Bye. Listen, man. I know it's been a minute. I know I haven't been on stream on your streams at all. I have been in the depths of programming hack. That's where I've been. In school programming hack. That is where I've been. But I'm out now. I am out. It is done. I'll be back. I'll see you Tuesday. You stream too, but I'll be back. It's all good. We're all busy people. Yeah, I know that. Oh man, busy bees. How has your week been? I've had a victory. I finished my religion history school project. The game is done. It had some bugs that I found out after I turned it in, but it's done. It's playable and everything, so. Oh man, good to see. Oh man. Yep. My week has been a lot. Let me think. Oh. My mom also got me up early to You know when, like, you have to get your car serviced and you have to leave the car there? Because I'm, like, I guess the third driver, like, I ended up having to, like, help them out with that this morning. So I was like, okay. I didn't want to get up early, though, because I was just exhausted from turning in that project. I was like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to follow you over. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, but that, it is done. I can give you a synopsis since, okay. You probably just tuned in. So, update, I decided Genevieve's not going to be my first game. We're still working on it, but it's not going to be the first game that I do. Basically, I'm going to update the very first one that I made. I'm going to update the lore, and I'm going to update graphics. And then this project that I just finished, I'm going to classic game dev move. I thought about it. I'm like, I probably, and here's the thing though, and this is more so for the second project than the first, solely because like I thought about it and literally like because the two games that I have are finished, it would be easier for me to release those. It's not working on right now. We'll still be working on Genevieve until it's done. But basically, what I figured out was, like, you know, maybe even if this isn't a game that I didn't plan on, like, releasing to the public, this is an interesting game in general, because I had a chat with, with a person, and they told me, like, you know, even if you don't think this game is, like, you know, what you think it is, this is a very interesting game. No one's released anything like this. And I'm like, okay. Like, I guess, I just want to see where it goes. That's more my curiosity with it. But basically, hopefully, you know, I'm going to release 2 versions because, you know, religion can be a touchy subject. So I'm going to release, like, a religious version. The second project I'm going to be releasing is going to be, like, the second, version, of that game with more updated stuff. Oh, Artificial! Hi! Artificial! Artificial, hi. I'm giving an update. I feel like I was back from the beginning. We are coding Genevieve today, but I do have an update for you. I'll be releasing probably 3 games this year instead of just 2. Or maybe just this one, I don't know. I'll be releasing 3 games. So I'm going to update a game that I haven't published, that I've never shown. And then I just finished another game for a religion history class, and I'll be releasing that one, but I'll be releasing 2 versions. One non-religious, because, you know, the original version, because I figured, why not? And then a non-religious version, because religion can be a touchy subject for people, even though this isn't really, like, me shoving anything, like, down anybody's throat or anything. I don't know, I'm not that kind of person, so, you know, even with that, you know, I'm careful, but, you know, so I'll be releasing, like, 3 games, including Genevieve, so it'll be interesting. But I can update my religious project pretty quickly, since I just worked on it and turned it in. But that is that's the update. That is the full update. I'm sorry I rambled so long for that one. I'm trying to make sure this this serialization works. Maybe, am I missing something? I probably have to update this. Oh, that's a new one. Just system? That's pretty weird. Sounds exciting. Yeah, this was not planned at all. I was just like, oh, you know, but I had a chat. Oh, can't wait to play it. Yeah, I at least hope, like, even though it's, you know, religion, I at least hope it's interesting, you know, because it's technically like a fictional scenario about a non-fictional thing that happened. So I can give you the synopsis right now. Basically, it's about It's about a little girl who ends up basically, she trips. They're trying to like, it's basically about a religious people who are basically escaping an exodus that wasn't everybody's fault, but you know, mistakes can happen when new religions form and you're trying your best and things happen or people are just hateful. It could be a multitude of factors, right? And in this fictional scenario about this non-fictional exodus, a little girl trips on the way over and she basically has to run like to where, like as close as she can past a river to get to the other side so that she can escape with the rest of her family and all that stuff with the rest of her group. So that's basically the synopsis for it. You're basically evading a mob. That's essentially what you're doing. But I will update Itich.io so that you can see that. I don't know what I'm gonna make for the cover. Because that'll probably be the first game, because that's the game that's the most up to date. And it's the thing that I can update the quickest. If I make a non-religious version, I'm gonna have to update that, and I'm gonna add new mechanics to that too, so hopefully. Alright, you giving me errors now, Unity? It just needs system, is that all it needed? There we go. Alright. Alright, serializable isn't giving me errors anymore. Okay. Just so you know, serializable is a field that helps to make objects into, what's the best way I can describe this? Into basically data that you can put into like a text file over the web and an XML sheet, etc. And when I was in Mordecai's Discord server, I was like, serializable, why do they keep doing that? And my brain wasn't processing, like, because things look different in different languages, I wasn't processing that they were doing serializable objects. And I was like, wait a second. Because I technically had done it before, but it was only in Java, so my mind was not, and over the web. So my mind was not thinking like, oh. It was like it's like a click. It was like something had like formed in my brain that was like, oh my gosh, that's what this is for. I can just use this I can just send this data as in a text file without having to use string reader for every variable. So work smarter, not harder. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. I don't think I used the right one, actually. Let me see this. Gigabrain. Yeah, no, legit. I was like, oh, the JSON format. So I probably used the wrong one. I gotta find the JSON for this. Give me a second. Yeah, but we'll be doing that. So this is basically all I had to do, I think. I could be wrong, though. Exactly, byte, gigabrain move. It probably wasn't gigabrain move, it was probably basic, but I don't know. I was just like, oh, that's what it's called. Because for me, it was just JSON formatting it. It wasn't serializing it in my head. I don't know why it didn't click. But yeah, so we'll be formatting that. I don't know if we're going to do anything other variables for item, but if we do, we don't have to, like, add in, like, you know, if I want to add in, like, a effect or something, I'll go, like, private string, like, effect or whatever. I don't have to add that to, like, I have to put that in for Stream Reader. I can just have it be there. More cereal. What? Hi, little rascal, what's happening? You talking about literal cereal, huh? I didn't think about that. Oh, how has everybody's weeks been, just in general? I would like to know. Because I may be exhausted, but I think this week has been pretty great. So how has everybody's weeks been? Oh, also, Artificial. I think it's you. I owe you an Ace Attorney rant. I can't even serialize something. I know, yeah. Serializable objects. It basically makes transferring data easier, depending on what you're trying to write for a class. So you can transfer class data and send it anywhere. You could send it via you can send it via the internet, you can send it via text file, XML sheet, you can put it in a binary. So many uses for it, but I'm going to use it specifically for a text file, and I'm probably going to do that to the player stats too. I should do that while we're here. Hold on a second. Public class player Alright, I'm gonna call it save data. Cause you know what? We're gonna need this. This is something we'll need. I don't know, non-programmers are like, cereal? Cereal? Oh, actually, what's everybody's favorite cereal? If you have, or like breakfast food. Now that I think about it, if you want to talk about, breakfast food, over here. Me. Okay, let me double check what gets in here. So it's doing pretty well. I demo work in the what? What? Wait. I don't feel like I'm following. What do you mean by demo work? I'm sorry. I'm just seeing demo work in bathroom. I don't know what's happening. Sorry. I feel like that I don't want to assume anything off the bat. Oh. I'm completely different demo. Like my mind's thinking like something else entirely. Demolition. Nice. Just making sure, just getting it remodeled, I guess. Nice. I mean, that must be like, demolition work on a bathroom must be like pretty, must be a lot. So hard to pick favorite cereal. What is my favorite cereal? Probably, like, I took out the cabinets to get it remodeled for next weekend. Nice. I mean, like, getting it remodeled must be, like, so nice, because you, like, get it remodeled and you're like, this is, like, a fresh new feeling, you know? Oh, actually, I'm dumb. Let me do this. Okay. Because, like, getting anything, like, remodeled, it must feel, like, so nice when it's like, oh, finally, I got, you know, it looks so much fresher, and I didn't like the old look. You know, remodeling stuff is always just, like, super duper cool to do. In my opinion, anyway. Let me see. I think I was practice picks. Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms are good, but the thing is about Lucky Charms, I love Lucky Charms, but sometimes you're just like, I only want the marshmallows. You know, you just want marshmallows and milk. Just marshmallows and milk, man. You know, just... That's the only thing about it that I'm like, it's the pet peeve, but you're like, you still like it, but in reality you're like, I just want the marshmallows sometimes. And I could get flamed for this. What I'm about to say. Do I have something for you then? Like, I feel like it's not every day, but just like some days. But one cereal that I like, that I'm thinking about, right now, as we speak, I probably would, like, need a string. I really, really, really like, I think it might be my favorite cereal. It's between, like, the chocolate, like, are they, like, Cocoa Pebbles? And, like, just regular Rice Krispies cereal. Like, those are, like, the two cereals that I, like, end up navigating to. And I know most people would be like, isn't, like Rice Krispies, like, so bland or whatever? I'm like, nah, I like it. It's you know, you have it with some, like, vanilla milk, and it just, you don't have as much sugar in it. You know, it's like a cool little, like, what's the word? I don't know. It's just a cool, that's not it. That's not what I want. X. I don't know. It's just a cool cereal to have, in my opinion. You may rebuttal me as to why you think that is a bland cereal. You are completely free to rebuttal me on that one. But yeah, I like those two. Those two are fun. Okay, this is an integer. Alright, that's, wait, how is... Okay, why do I have it twice? Do you say Cocoa Pebbles are bland? No. Rice Krispies, I think, are a bland cereal, but I love it. I love them. But Cocoa Pebbles aren't bland. But Rice Krispies probably could be considered bland, even though they do the little snap, crackle, pop thing. But I feel like most people wouldn't pick it on their first choice. Put anything on them? No. Like I said, you're calling me to rebuttal. I don't. I totally don't. And I don't care because I like them that much. So. You're just like, we're no longer friends anymore. My friend card has been revoked. Oh my gosh. Just, like, we're no longer friends. How could you? How could you choose bland cereal like that? How could you? I probably meant for this to be current chapter, or like, act. Probably meant this for the act. Yeah, I don't know. I just like this cereal. I don't mind having it on any random day. But Cocoa Pebbles are also good. So it's between those two. I have a feeling I just angered half of chat. I actually like one called Crisp. Put a little sugar on it, and they are legit. Oh, interesting. Crisp. Just Crisp. Interesting. Dang. I guess this must be the same then. I guess I might probably like that one too, even without the sugar. Oh, okay, one. Speaking of putting sugar on things that, like, I don't get, or, like, maybe I do get. I didn't know. Okay. Context. For those of you who don't know, I am black. Despite, me being a bunny, I am black, but... Oh. What did you just link me to? Oh, okay. I see what you... Wait, what? No way. Oh, yeah, Willow Rascal, For people who don't know. Okay, you sent me the link to the cereal. I see what you did. I got a little confused. But... Oh, this is... City Marshmallow. This is for the marshmallow. I'll show it here. Actually, how do I... It's just marshmallows? Yeah, no, what I'm gonna do, I'll show, like, the image of what... I'm gonna show the image of what you just sent me to chat. Oh my gosh. I'll just display the image really fast, hold on. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, it's on my desktop. That's probably where it went. It's just a picture of marshmallows on the desktop. Oh my gosh, hold on. I'll show you the marshmallows chat. It's literally just a jar of marshmallows. It's just a jar. Oh my gosh. It's legitimately just a jar. It is just a jar. Where is it? Why is it not here? I don't see it anywhere. I guess it didn't capture it. Oh well, I'll figure that out later. He literally just sent me a jar of marshmallows. Everything can be Lucky Charms. It can be. Bro, I'm not ordering that today though. Oh man. I don't know if I'm gonna even legitimately order that. But speaking of like sugar things you put on sugar that like, in my mind don't make sense. So, like I said, I'm black, I'm a bunny, but I'm also, IRL, I'm black. And legit, like, maybe I should tell the whole story. Like, legitimately, like, there are moments where, and this is probably not gonna be relatable for everybody in chat, but for me personally, like, there are moments where I'm like, wow, I grew up in a very non-black area. And it hits in certain aspects. Like, for example, when I was, oh gosh, what's the way to put this? I went to Alabama for a family reunion. That's why I go over there. That's why I know Alabama a little bit. And as I'm up there, it comes to my attention that, like, what's the best way to put this? There's a point, we're playing this game. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. It's like a card game. It's called Black Card Revoked. And it's a legitimate, like, actual card game. And what it is basically, like, you get more points if you recognize things from, like, African American black culture, whatever. It's And at this point, me and my family, we're, at least my siblings and I, we grew up in California. This, you know, we didn't grow up in a predominantly black area either. So very much, and I'm not joking when I say this, legitimately, some days I just feel like the token black person whenever I walk into a room. It's just like, that is my reality. I am the token black kid in a setting. I am that person. We exist. We're very few and far between probably, but we exist. And so, you know, you go into a room, you're like, okay, whatever. So you don't get to see every single, you know, black thing ever, but you still live in a black household, so you've got, you know, siblings and you have some stuff, but you don't have everything. And so when I went over to Alabama, we went to go to the family reunion, and playing the game, my siblings and I, we could not get, like, half the cars everybody else was getting it, and there's a point where they're like, alright, what do you put on grits? And I'm like, put on grits? And, you know, us, white as we can, Oreo as we can be. I'm sure you guys can do have it. Actually, we do. It was the game we brought. Now that I think about it, it's the game we brought. We brought the game. No, actually, sugar. You put sugar on grits. In the black community, you put sugar on no, not shrimp. Oh, TFW, you don't know what to put on your grits. They put sugar. You know, I put butter because I'm a butter person, but I didn't even know that you put, like, it's normal to put sugar on grits. I'm like, why would you put sugar on grits? My mind was like, what? You put sugar on grits? My mind was blown. I was like, you put sugar on grits? And I asked my mom later, you put sugar? Like, oh yeah, I used to put sugar all the time. I'm like, I've never seen my mom put sugar on grits. Never. Ever. I have been told sugar on grits is a Yankee thing. Well, apparently it's a black thing too. I get, you know, when it comes to, like, Southern culture, I feel like it kind of mixes a little bit. The stuff that you get from, like, a Southern household and the things you get from a black household, they overlap a little bit. They kind of overlap. Especially if you've got parents from certain areas, they, like, overlap. So it's very interesting. So, you know, so there's some obvious overlap. But if it is also a Yankee thing, then I didn't know that. But yeah, sugar on grits is a thing. You now know that. You're just as now baffled as I am. I haven't tried it yet, actually. I probably should. It probably is good, but my mind is just like, oh my gosh, why would I put sugar on my grits? How could I? Oh my gosh, sugar on grits. Like, that's the most baffling thing that I've probably... I mean, not the most baffling thing, but this... It's one of those things where you're like, I do not understand how we got to this point. How did we get here? Oh, I have. It's like putting... What? What do you... Oh, that's new. Wait, hold on. Okay. Wait, you've never heard of putting sugar on oatmeal? But, like, when you get oatmeal... But oats... Okay. Okay. Okay, first of all, I feel like even if it wasn't like, is it just baffling to you, or was it just like a pleasant surprise? Because, like, oatmeal by itself, like, despite me being a lover of Rice Krispies without sugar, is like, oats without anything on it is disgusting. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe. Okay, I thought you were, like, baffled. I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, how? With butter? No. Wait, with... What? There's no way. You put butter on oatmeal? You put butter on... What? No way. Nuh-uh. No. I've worked in a place where I've had to cook oatmeal every other day. You cannot tell me that... Okay, that actually sounds delicious, though, when you mix it, but, like, I don't know about butter, though. That's interesting, I'll say that. It's an interesting... Why did I put It's not what I wanted. Not coating at all. That actually sounds really good mixed together, but like, okay, I thought you were gonna tell me like, oh yeah, no, also butter. Like with butter, nuh-uh. Like oatmeal by itself with nothing is disgusting. I found this out because there was a point, I'm gonna say this was recent, I'm not gonna tell you when this happened, but I didn't have any granola to go with my yogurt, so I ended up seeing if just like the oats would be a good replacement. It's not a good idea. It's a terrible idea. You may say whatever you will. I was an idiot on that one. I just needed something sweet in my plain yogurt. I didn't even try for vanilla. I was just like, I need plain yogurt. So, don't ever try plain yogurt with oats or oatmeal. Just like plain ever. Don't do that. Don't do what I've done. Don't make my mistakes. Oh man. But yeah. Oh, also, actually, I do want your opinions on it, but pizza and ranch. Because I think I've tried it before and I thought it was like, okay. I've heard it's always the bomb though. Next time try toasting oatmeal. Toasting? Oh, I guess you would. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. That'd probably be a good idea. Oh man, yeah, just you do dumb things when you feel like, oh man, I need a quick meal and I don't have enough time. I'll try this. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. Alright, current chapter that is spelled incorrectly. That's it. Oh man. Yeah, but I do want your guys' opinion on pizza with like ranch. Just in general. Because like I think it became a thing when I was in high school. I think that's when it started getting popular. But some people act like it's still a hot take. I'm like, oh, that's been around for a while. One of those people who's white and isn't a ranch fan. I actually most sauces. Yeah, same to be fair. I mean, ketchup's fine. Mustard I don't like. Depends on what it is. Mayo depends on what it is. But I tried it, I thought it was okay. I mean, I wouldn't mind eating it again, to be fair. But, you know, it is what it is. Trends, I don't even think it's a trend. People just, somebody must have found that out. And people must have thought it would have been disgusting, and then they actually were like, oh crud, this could be a thing. This could become a thing very quickly. So, somebody found out and somebody found out it was good. So, I keep talking about food for some reason. I'm gonna get into another food topic. This might sound disgusting now that I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, oh, that must have been like really weird to some people. Me and my siblings, I don't know. It's my brother who started it. Have y'all ever like dipped your french fries in a milkshake? Or like a milkshake? Would that be the right? I think so. I've only had Cool Ranch Doritos a handful of times. I'm gonna decide whether I like them or not. Cool Ranch is a very interesting flavor though. It's like, it's not, what's the word? It's not a flavor that you would like regularly choose, but it's still like okay enough to where you're like, oh, okay, I can dig with this. This is fine. Like it's not a bad flavor, it's just an okay flavor. Chocolate Frosties from, okay, maybe I'm not alone in that. Especially, oh my gosh! Okay, not what I thought, but I don't know if I would dip it in the spicy nuggets, but okay. I'd do that. I might try that with the nut. I don't know. Meat and sweetness it's a very interesting combination. You gotta make meat and sweet particularly like what's the word? It's a very, you gotta make sure it's like balanced. It's a balanced combo. Wow, food hot takes on chemistry. I can't stare at it all the time. I mean, maybe I'm a little hungry. Maybe that's what it is too. But we're in this rabbit hole and we're in it now. If you have any food hot takes, I won't judge you too much for it. You know, I won't judge you too much. I might have an initial, like, you know, because, you know, initial human reactions, you know, but, you know, I think this is a pretty safe place to say your hot takes now. It's a safe place to put your hot takes in on food. Oh, I gotta add the cereal bowl before I forget. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, here's the thing, though. I will say, I don't know about spicy nuggets, but... What? Why? Whoa. Okay, another one. I put hot... Oh, wait, this is Bites. I thought it was yours again, little rascal. I read the thing. I put hot Cheetos in peanut butter sandwiches. Okay, hold on. Maybe... Actually, I could somewhat defend this one. I could see it. But I'm gonna put a layer on it. The reason I say it is because, like, I eat peanut butter sandwiches. You know, I eat peanut butter and honey because I used to like peanut butter and jelly, but I don't like it anymore. But peanut butter and honey, and I'd always have, like, Cheetos to, like, go with it, or, like, some sort of chip snack. I feel like this is in the realm of don't knock it till you try it, but it's like, you know, it's like there, but almost there. I commend you, though. I don't know how you found this out. I might try it, though, since I'm also a peanut butter and Cheeto lover. I'll try it out. But, you know, I'll try it out. That doesn't sound too bad. From my perspective, it doesn't sound too bad. It might be to somebody else. It might be somebody else's bite. Oh, man. That's a spicy take. Do I have any other... Oh, I've got a real bad one. Since we're near Valentine's Day. Not Valentine's Day anyway. I have a real bad one. I actually like those, like, hard candies you get on Valentine's Day, like those candy hearts or whatever. This is how I get canceled on Twitter. Spicy nacho Doritos with cream is legit. Whoa, okay, that actually sounds good, though. That's like you've got something to cool it off, and then you've got, like, the Doritos, you got the spicy things. That doesn't sound too bad. But again, I really like, my favorite candy, besides Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, are those hard candy heart things. Those hard candy hearts things that everyone finds disgusting. You know, the ones with the, like, the little writings on it, like heart or heart you, or, like, I don't know. During Valentine's Day, I always get excited because, well, you actually, okay, maybe we all have bad taste. Because there was one day I voiced it one day, and they were like, that's disgusting. Why would you like those? I'm like, I just do. I just do. I don't know what to tell you. I just do. You can hand your candies to me. You can hand the heart candies to me. You can hand them to me. I will eat them. How do you feel about candy corn? Same deal. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, those candy heart things, and candy corn in a circle. Another holy trifecta, basically. Because in this house, we love candy corn. My mom really likes it. She will, like, every year, there's gonna be a bag of candy corn, and she's gonna eat it. The whole thing will be gone. I am not coding at all. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me open back up the player stats script. You know, candy corn in the house just is always gone. Like, this includes the pumpkins. I like the pumpkins. Maybe my mom doesn't, but I like the pumpkins. Okay. You know, I don't mind. As long as it's not, like, totally disgusting candy corn, I think it's fine. The same goes with the hearts, too. There are some brands that aren't, like, as good. So there's always those few I'm like, okay, that one. I need that one. I don't want you. I want you. So it's, you know, very much that, too. But yeah, candy corn. Every Halloween, there needs to be a bag of candy corn in the house. Always, always needed. I'll be here in a bit. I just realized it's always 9 p.m. and I need to go to the store before tomorrow. Go to the store! Don't worry about me. Go to the store before it gets too late. Thank you for the lurk. Oh man, shopping woes. Speaking of food. Oh yeah, I need to go to the store. Yeah, it's... Alright, let me double check. Serialization for a JSON object. Because I'm gonna need it in a JSON format. Because that is a format I am familiar with. Alright, let me double check this, but yeah. Hot takes today. All the hot takes. Every hot cake. I might try all these combinations. Almost all of them. Like, even though they're all hot takes, I will try them. This is probably how I get canceled, too. I'm gonna try all of these. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Let me think. Oh! I am gonna... Let me think. Should I drag my siblings into this? I'll drag them into this. Let me see here. Okay. Another hot take I'm gonna give. Like, most of my family are pizza fans, right? But we've got a few, what's the word? We have a few, like, people in the house that just do not like pizza. I don't understand. We have people in our house who refuse to eat pizza. I don't know what the context was, but they don't. And some of the foods that they like are basically pizza in a different context. Like, there are certain foods that you're just like, that's just pizza in a different context. Like, I feel like spaghetti is just like pizza, but like the pasta version if you add cheese. Like, a lot of these things are the same. Just some things just do not make sense in my worldview. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did we get here? Oh man. Okay, let me quickly. Yeah, some people in my house do not like pizza. Do not. Like, I do not understand whatsoever. Let me see here. Okay, maybe this is how it works. I've probably forgotten something. Clearly they don't appreciate real food. They are two of the pickier eaters in the house, to be fair. To be fair. They are two of the pickier eaters in the house. So I guess this was bound to happen, but... You know, it is what it is. We'll eat the pizza. You know, just how picky eaters are. You're like, oh, I don't like this, but I like this. But there are times, though, where I just don't like the texture of a food. And if it gets really bad, I won't eat it. So, I mean, there's that, too. I'm a picky eater in my own right, but I'll admit, two other of my siblings are a little worse than I am. In my opinion, I wouldn't, you know, there's that. Oh, man. I don't know, like, I probably told this before, but, like, my least favorite food, it also ties black into the whole black thing, but, is a southern food called greens. Not, like, vegetables in general. Like, legitimately, it's just called greens. It's spinach that's cooked a very particular way, and it is disgusting. I love spinach. How do you mess up spinach that bad? How? What did you do to the spinach? I even tried putting salt on it because I was just like, everything tastes better with salt. It didn't help. It made it worse. That is how bad it is in my opinion. If anybody likes it, no judgment on you. But I can't stand it. I don't understand it. Oh. But, and it's funny because normally maybe this is just, I don't know if this is every black person's experience, but when you get into like a household, or like you have not a household, when you have a family event, you have a family event, right? And there's not just like, the typical like, turkey and whatever. There's also like, you got some greens in there, you got some macaroni and cheese, you got some soul food in there. It was something that I didn't realize wasn't like a regular thing. Like I found out way later. I'm like, oh my gosh, having macaroni and cheese on a holiday is not a normal thing that most people do. That it's just a black thing, maybe. It's just our thing, probably. So I associate like macaroni and cheese not as like an every time food, but especially when it's cooked a certain way, as like a holiday food. So I'm like, yes, macaroni. The good macaroni, the good stuff, basically. So, like food, like it's very much like, sometimes it just has a very near and dear place to my heart, especially like, I think the reason we all have hot takes is just because we all experience food differently. If we keep talking about food, I'm gonna starve. Oh no, bye. We'll switch over. We'll switch. I'll switch. I may as well, since if Artificial's still here, I owe you an Ace Attorney rant. I owe you an Ace Attorney rant. So, I will rant about Ace Attorney for a tad bit. I'll talk about why it's one of my favorite games. And it is solely for the reasons that I will describe here. Story, I love story in gameplay. When story connects with gameplay, I'm like, ooh, that is the story. This is it. We're in the green. Like, especially when it ties to like mechanics, how the game plays, why the game the way it is. I love it. I love it so much. Like that's one of Ace Attorney is one of those games where it's just like this. Every mechanic at least relates to how we do things, even though it's really simple. The story is so good that like mechanically, and whatever mechanic enhances that, I love it. I love it so much. But in terms of like the story, and I'm not gonna do any spoilers. No spoiler rule here. But basically, the trilogy is really good. The game that I'm probably gonna start. Because I had the other project to do, so I wasn't able to play it. But man, did I leave off on a cliffhanger! Oh my gosh. But basically, I gotta figure out how to fix this. Right, I'm gonna close this in the meantime. You'll just see my Unity screen. But I gotta fix something here with Visual Studio really quick. But let me think. Yeah, it's I know it's a very story-heavy game, but I just like story-heavy games. Because Super Paper Mario was also, like, in my opinion, a story-heavy game, but it was, what's the word for it? It felt like you were unraveling the story as you went along. Like, the entire quest. If you have played Super Paper Mario, I probably need to get into, like, the whole the Paper Mario franchise anyway, because I loved that game so much. But basically, like, even though it was like a platformer basically, I was still very much like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, and the whole flip mechanic, and then you've got these fairy things, and oh my gosh, the hearts, like, I like that too. That was also a good one. But Ace Attorney has a great story overall. The trilogy is always great, which is why they keep rebranding every time. They keep rebranding the trilogy because of the one thing that they keep promoting. Because it's good. It's a story that doesn't break, and people get to experience it because it's on the DS and it's on the iPhone. It's on Steam. You could just get the trilogy wherever the heck you are, whatever platform. And then you've got the newest games that are so far Switch and probably some other console. I forget. Probably PS4 or something. PS5 maybe. There's another console that the Grace Ace Attorney is available on, but that's also really good. Another hot take. Maybe. I didn't, like, there's also Dual Destinies. It's Also one that I've played, Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. It's got some new characters. I didn't know who Apollo was when I played it. So I went in blind, basically. I didn't know what the heck was happening. I didn't realize it came from another game that is objectively better, I've heard. But I didn't like Dual Destinies as much. It didn't feel as coherent, in my opinion. Some things about it were a little off. There are certain cases that I liked, but, what's the word? I didn't know at the time. I had no clue I had no clue. I love his character, though. I love him. But holy mackerel, I had no idea I didn't realize there was another game within that, in between, and I still haven't played that game either, but I know that I'll be playing it. It's on my games to play. Let me finish Great Ace Attorney first. I love him, though. I love Apollo. You know, like legit poor Apollo. Like, I feel like Apollo, just based on what I know, has dealt with so much stuff. So much stuff. I feel for him. Right in the heart. Right in the heart. He is my favorite character. And he gets so much story stuff and just like, I won't, again, no spoilers, but poor Apollo. That's all I'll say. Apollo keeps getting. But I didn't like Dual Destinies as much. I loved Apollo. I loved playing Apollo, too. Maybe it's because he's another dark-skinned character, too, that I don't know what it is. I always end up being like, oh, I love the dark-skinned characters. The dark-skinned character is my favorite. It's just with anything. I'm like, oh, the dark-skinned character is my favorite. It doesn't matter what race they are. I like them chocolate boys. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, no, Apollo is a great character. I liked him even in Dual Destinies, but I just didn't vibe with Dual Destinies. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Bite. That was a lot. I don't think, like, to be fair though, I didn't have a crush on Apollo. I just related to Apollo a lot. The same goes with most of the dark-skinned characters that I've come across. I've got an exception though, and that is Kaya from Genshin Impact. That is the exception to the rule. I had a moment where I was like, oh wow. So this is, oh wow, I'm crushing on how could this happen? Oh no. I have a fictional crush again, oh no. I don't get crushes very often, so that's, it's one of those where I'm like, how did this happen? How did this happen? Yeah, no, Apollo I just related to, more or less, but, Apollo, I'm just like, I feel you, man. Dealing with everybody on a daily basis, I feel you. But Apollo is very much a character that I liked, even with the game that I didn't really like as much. Like, there are still things I liked about it. I was just like, if only things had been told better, or things could have been like this. I don't know. And then I also watched some reviews, and I was like, ooh, this could have been better. This could have been better. Did you see Hobo Right? I have seen Hobo Right. I have seen Hobo Right. Hobo Right. I never... Again, with no context, I'm like, why is he wearing that hat? What's with the beanie? Who's Trucy? Like, I have no context, and then I found out later, I'm like, oh my gosh. Hobo Right. Hobo Right is the right. That... I wish he would have stayed that way, to be fair. He ended up kind of reverting back in Dual Destinies to, like, more, regular Phoenix Wright. But legit, I would have kept... I wish, like, if Phoenix would have changed his, like, style in that game. Wearing, like, I don't know, different suit color, different, like... I don't know what he would have done. I just would have liked to see the hobo carry over in Dual Destinies. Even though I haven't played the game, I would have liked to see the hobo carry over in the next game. That would have been really nice to have. Because they don't carry a lot over from the other game, which is... I'm like, And that's why I haven't played Spirit of Justice yet, solely because I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I've heard really good things and really things, so I'm hesitant to play it. But yeah, that is my Ace Attorney knowledge. But I will say this though about Ace Attorney in general. Man, the trilogy, like, just... I hope that Iris gets out of jail. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. But how do I... Okay, I'm trying to figure out something. Applause. Yeah, no, legit, I hope Iris gets out of jail. They... As much as the... What's that ship called? The Edgeworth Wright ship. As much as the Edgeworth Wright ship is popular, listen. She needs to get out of jail. She needs to get her man. Okay? That's all I'll say. She needs to get her man. They still have things. She needs to get her man back. That's it. That's all I'll say. No context. That's all I'll say. That's it. Oh man, she need to get her man quick. Oh man. I am sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I gotta add something to Visual Studio, and I have to figure out, because I have a feeling because I didn't add certain things to it. I gotta think about this. Where would I get those from? Updates. Maybe I'll just update both of these. I forgot how this worked. While that's going, I'll do something with the Unity screen. I'll just, like, update this really quick. I'm gonna drag all this down. Because this, I'm like, why did I lay it out like this? What was my intention to do that? Because it should be more like this. I will figure out UI eventually. Well, maybe I kind of have, but I'm still working on figuring out game UI. Because at least, okay, with Byte, for example, I don't know if he's done. I haven't seen streams. But he's got, like, an awesome website up right now. And basically, like, UI system looks good so far. Me with UI, I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Like, I feel like I have to learn as I go. I have to learn as I go with UI stuff. Let me put a panel behind this. Still working on it. You at least seem like you've mastered it, though. Like you find a reference, you're like, okay, this is what it kind of looks like, I'll make something similar to that. You seem like you kind of have it together. To me, I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I've got Procreate and I've got Unity and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Oh, man. Like, I feel like the more, like, especially with pixel art, because I did it for both of the games that I've worked on, or that I've not published. I'm like, ooh, pixel art is harder than I thought, because I'm so used to having a line art for everything. Like, it's where you're wrong. I do not have it. I feel like you have some of it together, though. Like, at least style-wise, you've got it down. Me, I'm like, I've got no idea how to create, like, half the detective stuff that I want in the right way that I want. Because this layout, I, like, literally, I was like, okay, obviously, here's the deal. Like, my avatar is cute, so, okay, I'll have some cute and detective sprinkled together, but I don't want it to be too cute, like, extra cute, you know, like, I've had trouble figuring that out forever with style. In terms of style, I haven't, like, I'm like, how do I make this? What would be a color of the floor? This would be a good color for the floor. I want this be on top of, that's on top. Oh, it's because it's layered weird. Okay, hold on. Oh, what do you mean I have it? I just have to make an object for it. I'll come back to that. Forget this for now. Forget what I'm doing. Oh man, like, yeah. In terms of like style for like in general, I haven't figured it out like at all. This is like the closest I've gotten is like diamonds and reds and purples and whatnot. Cause it's the closest thing that I have to to what I want. But in terms of like, oh yeah, pixel art too, I'm like, you've got it. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Like I want line art for everything, but, oh, 1 second. Okay. Turns out I have food now. We're going back to the food conversation. I have food now. Sorry. They got me food. Oh my gosh. At any rate, give me your food. I think it's only like it's just like a giant slice of pizza. That's all it is. That's all I have is just a giant slab of pizza. That is all that I have. That is it. Cause they were like, oh, we're at the mall and we're gonna eat out tonight. I'm like, can you give me some pizza or some? Cause I know that at least at the mall that I go to, they have pizza. I know that for a fact. They got pizza. Oh man, I just know that they do have pizza, so I'm like, oh yeah, pizza. Let me get some pizza. I'm like, I know they're going to that mall. Give me the pizza. Oh man, yeah. So they got pizza. I have pizza. I don't think I can give you it through the screen though. I feel bad by it. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're doing right now, but what are you doing? Maybe I can roleplay sharing. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, if we could give each other pizza for this, if I could give you my pizza through the screen, I would. Working on the side as always. Nice. Working on the loading screen. That sounds like you're almost done though. With the site, I'm like, you sound like you're almost done. You're farther on the site than I am, and I know that for a fact, like, this month I'll be working on the site. On my site at least, so. I gotta crack open those HTML skills this month, so. Technically. That's right, I signed myself up for another project. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if we could share pizza through the screen, maybe I'll just do like the pizza emote, I don't know. Pizza emote. Pizza. Why is it just pineapple on pizza when I search for pizza on my OBS? It literally just gives me the pizza, pineapple on pizza. Just like a pineapple like slammed and pizza on top. Anyway, like I hope it's been going good. Does that mean the main site's done, Bite? Actually, let me shout you out while we're here. Bite is also a programmer, an artist, and he's working on a really cool website. He streams Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 PST. I don't know what you wanted to equate that with, but you're like, don't shout me out. I'm going to shout you out anyway. So you may follow him. I don't know how many lurkers there are, but you can follow him. Feel free to do so. Yeah, but I don't know if I want y'all to hear me while I'm eating, because I'm trying to figure this out, but I don't think I have the right I don't think I'm doing it correctly. Let me think about this. How do I open the built-in stuff? Right. To open. The site is barely done. I'll probably release it when it's barely functional. I mean, to be fair, that is the coding standard. You're like, it's barely functional. I'll release it now. I've got the main stuff done. Or, maybe not, okay, maybe not the baseline, but like, you know how like, I felt bad for that one game that came out. What was it called? It was like, the one where it just had all sorts of problems on like Ps4. I think it was like Steampunk 76? I don't know the game off the top of my head. But it was that really big one where they just had all sorts of issues. Like, as long as it doesn't have any bugs. As long as it doesn't have any bugs. Cyberpunk. Yeah, and again, off the top of my head, thank you for the correction. Thank you for the correction. I appreciate it. I'm an idiot when it comes to like PS4 and like oh my gosh. Xbox games. So legit, let me think. Maybe not what I want. But yeah, I felt bad for everybody who like played that game. I was just like, how would you release a buggy game like this? This is just all sorts of wrong. Why would you release a game like this? It blew my mind. I was like, people are that scummy that they release a game with known bugs in it? It's... My mind was blown. I was so upset. I was like, how could you? How could y'all? How could y'all do this? Oh man, I was basically like, y'all gotta be kidding. Like, I at least know when I release a game, I'm like, okay, base functions are good. So as long as you have the base functions down, I think you'll be fine. At least what you base have it as, I think you'll be fine by. I think it'll be fine. You know, like, I hope there aren't any other games that have like released like that like aren't like indie, because at least with indies you're like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe it's their first game, you know, maybe it's not as too bad, you know, this is working correctly for the most part. But like a studio, I would be like, nah, nope, nah. This is why games are delayed. I support delaying games to make sure they're good. Oh my gosh, I can't find this thing that I want. Download tools. That's what I want. Oh, I think I've got it. There we go. Alright, now I never thought I would need this. Don't know. Network issues. Am I on? I'm on here. Why does it say network issues? That can't be good. Okay, I'm still online here. Okay, it's just, I'm trying to download the net stuff for Visual Studio, and it doesn't seem like, if I'm on streaming, why isn't it loading? Oh, that's weird. It's, because there's probably some net stuff I have to download that I didn't think I would need, and I now need them. And it's not letting me download it. I guess. Alright. Maybe this is a bust for tonight. I don't think... Unless... I think I know what it wants, but I don't want to do it. I have an idea of what it wants me to do. So I'm gonna do that. Row, I legit row. Oh my gosh, Scooby-Doo, man. Oh man, oh man. I feel bad for the Scooby-Doo fans right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Velma, man, I've heard things, I'm like, ooh, I've seen things, I'm like, man, I feel bad. Everything out in the sun I feel bad about. I'm like, man, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. It went back to white mode. Light mode. What? Hopefully Velma at least encourages people to check out the... I hope so too. Like, I'm assuming this is not a hot take because everybody hates it. Everyone hates it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I don't watch very many adult cartoons just because I'm not somebody who watches too much vulgar stuff in it. But like, ooh, when I've heard about Velma, I'm like, ooh, how could you? Like, as far as I know, at least in terms of especially Fred, I'm like, ooh, they butchered him. Like, I was like, ooh, Fred has seemingly been the most competent person in the entire Scooby-Doo scene. One of the more competent people, and just... If you could have abridged him another one. Do anything else but what you did. Do anything else but what you did. Alright, I'm gonna try the tools now and see if that works. Because it probably wanted me to do something very specific, and... Why do I have network issues? There's no network issues on here. They effed up my boy Fred and his I know, I'm like... You gotta do that? Like, okay. You know, like, Velma herself, you know... it's still really bad, but like they didn't massacre her. And then like Daphne, I don't know where Daphne was normally stood in this series, but like I don't think they fully butchered her. And then ooh, okay, I will admit, Shaggy too. They butchered Shaggy. I'm sorry. What were they thinking? What were they thinking? What was their thought process? I'm probably gonna leave alright, I'm gonna just... Since that's not working... Since this is not working, I'm gonna go ahead and not do that. They put me back on this mode. I didn't want this. Or back on light mode with Visual Studio. I'll just continue as is. I'm gonna find another way to figure this out. But basically, yeah, no, Shaggy too. I was like, oh, no, okay. This might be a hot take. Listen, I don't mind. Depending on what you do, you know, like, replacing race is a very touchy, like, I wouldn't try it, just because, like, it's such a... There are certain characters I wouldn't mind doing it with, but it's such a touchy area that you just, you know, even in the black community, it's a touchy area where you're like, sure you want to do that? I didn't care if they were black, because people, like, even the black community, like, people who, like, don't care if they were, and people who do care if they do get swapped to black, and so it's just touchy with everybody in that area. And when I saw that they just replaced Shaggy and got rid of him, in my opinion, they got rid of him, I'm like, ooh, no, you don't do this, no. And there are ways to do it, in my opinion. There are very few ways to do it. For example, technically not like a giant race swap, but like, I don't particularly get what race they are. They killed his personality, got rid of Scooby. Like, he's just black. He's just a black man. That's all. That's just it. I'm pretty sure he's just black. Yeah, no, they got rid of Scooby, which maybe was a saving grace for the show. I don't know how they would have. I don't know what they would have done to Scooby. But in terms of, like, you know, race, you know, at least the only reason that I'm not 100% with it is just because they massacred the character entirely. Like, it would have been okay if they would have kept the character, but they massacred it. And if you massacre the character while switching them, you just don't even bother. Just don't even bother changing the race. Really depends on what you're writing for, and if, especially with this show, because it seemed like, you know, there's an angle there You know, I wouldn't have, you know, it wouldn't have mattered, in my opinion, if they had done the race swap or not. They just massacred him, and so it makes the race swap worse. So it just muddies the water, basically, for that. Same thing with, like, you know, token black characters, when you put them in, you're like, you would have just been better just leaving them as is. It would have been better leaving them as is, don't touch them. You know, it's just, because if you've got a bad product, if you have a character there just because of this, it doesn't matter. If they're barely in a story, they don't serve too much of a story purpose, it doesn't matter too much if you switch them or not, because people won't care. They'll be like, you didn't need to do this. It didn't have to be like this. That's my opinion anyway, but a good example of this is with Spider-Verse. In my opinion, I didn't think they needed to do Miles Morales as that Spider-Man for that movie. But they did do it, and I guess apparently they also changed things, and that movie did super well. People are excited for the next one. It didn't matter. Like, so, that's my hot take. I'll stop now. That's my hot take. You know, there's a good way to do it. There's Miles Morales and Spider-Verse, and then this film. There are ways to do it that work. But those are my 2 cents. That is all I will say on the matter. You're right, it's messing up somebody originally rad. Hello, Icon! Yeah, I'll stop that, but that's my hot take on Velma. That is all I will say. As a black woman, that is what I will say. I will figure out how to make this work without that. Let's see what I can do here. Because I wanted to make this helpful, but I don't think... I will figure this out with the serialization a little later, since we are on stream. But we're almost there. We almost got it. But yeah. Let me think. I was gonna say something else and I completely lost the thought. I'll work on the serialization a little later, because I'm doing a lot of stuff off-screen, because a lot of it requires stuff from off-screen, but I don't think I'm gonna find that right now. I'm trying, but I guess, oh man, it will not let me do things. Does system.txt at least exist? If I type that in. Let me see. Dealing with things that for some reason do not exist right now. Let me see. If I switch over to Unity, will it give me an error? Because I forget, JSON is like a thing that, it's not, I think you'd normally have to download. Okay, so system.txt exists, system.json doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, oh my gosh. You'd think that I'd have the tools for that, but I just do not. Alright, so that's probably something that has to be added in with the net functionality that I did not add in. Alright, there's gotta be another way to do JSON with that. It's in the .NET 7. Alright, I will figure this out. But I do want to update some stuff with the bag. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna take a bite of pizza though. I will figure things out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is bigger than any other pizza that this is like the biggest thing I've seen from this place. Oh my gosh. Okay. A burnt pepperoni though, but okay. Alright. How do I do this? Serializable exists. I don't have the right stuff for it because network error. I'll figure this out. You know what? I could just... Nah, okay. Hold on. While I'm figuring this out, I will find a way. Just doesn't like opening up with certain things. Man, oh man. You know, I'll talk about this a little bit. So I made a Twitter post. It's not anything. It kind of relates to the whole like. Well, how should I put this? This week is going to be a very interesting week because I'm free from the icon. If you weren't, I don't know if you heard already. Basically, I finished a project that sucked up a lot of my time this week, so I have more freedom this week to do things. And I'll have even more freedom next week. But basically, this week I need to get to it. But I haven't updated my lore. I have not updated my lore at all. Especially for like the bigger project, like I don't care, like I have not updated my lore for the big one, basically. And technically my goal is to just have them increment games and like maybe build a team of people to help with that, but are you talking about? Did you actually decode? Wait, or maybe I. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone, Bite. Hold on. Wasn't that decode? Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Bite. Hold on a minute. Did you decode my message? Did you actually decode it? Hold on a minute. Oh my gosh! There's no way. There's no way I wrote that, like, just straight, right? It had to be this one, right? Please tell me. Okay, alright. But I don't think you understand what you've done. I don't think you understand how happy I am. Because I have been trying to figure out how to get people interested in that giant project forever, and I haven't figured it out. So the fact you even went out of your way to decipher anything speaks miles. I'm very happy about that thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you actually Okay. I'm very happy about that you decided to decipher it. I'm sorry. I love ARGs. Well, okay, to be more fair, I love ARGs, but this won't be an ARG. Because I'm like, ooh, I don't think I can handle an ARG. Or at least not that, but not an ARG. I'm trying to use elements from differing. I'm probably gonna use elements from ARG stuff to help decipher it, for clues and stuff, but not an ARG. But I'm very happy you did that. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. I literally saw it and I was legitimately shook. I was like, what? You deciphered it? There's actually more in there. Actually more. If you look through it, there are more deciphered messages. I was not expecting that. I'm actually legitimately happy you did that. I'm really happy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I need a minute. Because I was just not expecting anybody to decipher it. Oh my gosh. I was this close to crying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy you deciphered it. I'm very happy you deciphered it. Because this week, I will be making sure... Here's the thing. I know what the lore looks like, but I have no idea of, like, the finer details of the lore. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know this event happens, I know this event happens, I know here's the beginning, here's the end. I have the middle, but I don't have the exacts of, like, the stuff that'll be going on in the middle. But I have the events for it, but I don't have the exacts. I have idea where characters will be, but not a full detail. So that, funny story about that sentence. If I can just, I'll tell you a little bit. That sentence will be for the, that will be for the, non-religious version of, Saint Survival. That'll be the non-religious version. You'll be playing in, technically, there'll be 2 modes. You'll be playing as Nina, and you'll be playing as another character. And that's all I'm gonna give you. Once the game releases, you'll have an idea of how to play with Saint Survival, and then I'll release the non-religious version after the fact. So that, yeah, that's code. Yeah, that's for the. That'll probably be, that'll probably be the first game I make for the series. It'll be revamping it into that. So, and I'll give you but it'll make more sense when I release it. But that'll be the first sentence. That's when I got the idea for it, probably. Oh man, oh my gosh. So happy you deciphered it. But yeah, this week will be a lore writing week, making sure that all the details are set and squared away that I have, or at least the details that, what's the best way to describe this? That'll help, like, up to a certain point, and then I can figure out everything else from there. It'll all click. So, I'm very excited for this week. Working on website, working on lore, working on stuff up the wazoo. It'll be everything. I will be very much, like, it'll still be kind of a busy week, but but I have some breathing room to work on non-school related, non-other obligation work. Legitimately, I'm so happy you deciphered that. Oh my god. So that'll be what that's for. It was literally, to be fair, it was more of a throwaway, but I figured, whatever, when it releases. But I'm very happy you deciphered that. You don't have to decipher everything, but there is more stuff. There is more. There is more stuff. Some of it is related to that, some of it is not. One I might have to delete because I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that anymore. But there's more stuff. There are more decipherable treats. I think I might do Sundays just like those tweets because I feel like those are like interesting. But no one's ever said anything about those tweets before, so I'm happy that someone's paying attention. In my opinion, that means I'm like, okay, I've got a bite. I got a bite. I don't know. Not like that though. I have people who would like to see more of that content, or at least are interested. I don't know. Oh, I'm back. You mean your Wi-Fi? What a typo! Oh my gosh. Lurk. Oh, thank you, Artificial, for the lurk. What a typo, though. I know what you meant, but what a typo. Yeah. So this week will be me focusing on lore-related things. I will be very, very invested. I will figure out how to make you work when I can figure out the weird Wi-Fi error. That's the weirdest thing I've seen all day. But I'll set it up at the very least while I'm here. This will be set up for deserialization. Yeah, deserialization, because serialize it, you got to put it into JSON and text, and then deserialize. I could be wrong. I might be mixing them up already, but yeah. Lore week, very excited, super excited, and I'm gonna try to do one extra thing. A lot of what I work on, I'm very, very, very inspired by Vocaloid songs, or like songs that are like Vocaloid related. I don't know what it is. Vocaloid songs are like my jam. I don't put them on stream because I don't know what stuff is copyright and what stuff isn't. But Vocaloid skull emoji is that a bet? Do you not like it? It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't. I like it. Like Deco, and then like oh. Okay, I wasn't sure, and the skull emoji was like, wait, do you know? Flower is a good one. Flower's always like has some nice vocals. Like I love all sorts of like the artists too. I love the artists behind like some of the Vocaloids, like Deco, and then you've got like Ghost, and then you have like Friend. She's actually really low on the totem pole. I mean, actually, while we're here, like I like the English stuff too, but like there are certain ones that I accidentally find gems in between me searching for more songs. I accidentally find gems, and there's this one channel that I think is pretty good. I like this one. I think they're very small. Yeah, like under 200K. This is a good channel. I like this one. They're very they have a very particular style. They do pretty well. Their list songs have been all bangers, in my opinion. It's okay if you don't like it, but I just wanted to give them some credit, some shout outs, you know. I like their songs. So Friend is a good one. Friend's a really, they're English, but you know, very good. It's especially hard to get stuff for English with Vocaloid. But I ended up being really inspired by Vocaloid songs a lot. Probably because when I discovered it, I was like 12, 13. Ooh, listen to Neely Fruits, Hiragi Kirai, and Vandy's Shop. I feel bad. I haven't heard of any of these artists. They don't look familiar. Oh, actually, Hiragi Kirai looks familiar, but the other two I'm like, I've got no clue. I'm gonna just look them up really quickly. Oh, I backed out of that. Let me see. They're probably big Vocaloid producers and I just haven't heard of. Oh, I recognize them. I've probably listened to a few of their songs before. I recognize that one. Neely Fruits I recognize. Or Nil Fruits. And Vandy's Shop. Let me see. I probably needed to be in the YouTube space. Let me see this. Sorry, I just saw your comment. Let me see what this is. What? Hold on. Oh, I didn't realize the mod was... I don't know what the mod was doing. It didn't allow you... I don't know what that was about. What? That doesn't make any sense. Junkie's not a... What? Who in the... Okay, I don't understand this. Allow that too. I don't know what... Yeah, I don't know what's happening. This term doesn't seem very like, the music stopped too. Oh my gosh, junkie isn't a term that I would, like, consider bad. What the heck? I don't understand anything. Uh-oh. Okay, let me go to backup in the meantime. Let me go to my backup songs. Because I think it just cut out. Yeah, I don't know. Why Junkie? What? why junkie specifically? That's a really weird term to that's not, out of every term that you could have censored. Drugs? I don't, is junkie a name for a drug? I've never, like, I don't know either. I've got no clue, but yeah. I will listen to them for sure though. I don't know what is happening. Maybe I'll add that to a list of permitted terms, because I doubt that anybody that I run across will use this in a bad context. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, there are the obvious ones, you know, but oh my gosh, why this word out of every word? Oh man. Anyway, yeah, I very inspired by Vocaloid. I will check them out though. I know I've probably listened to Neil Fruits' songs before, but I probably just don't recognize them because I'm not that, what's the word? It's probably not a person that I regularly check stuff for. But very inspired by Vocaloid, and I've talked about Milligram before. I'll put it out. I know some people will probably be like, not again. No more Milligram. Oh man. Let me quickly. But Milligram is basically made by, I think there are two artists that are doing it. It's like Rockwell and then like Deco27. They're the two artists that are doing it. It's basically what's the best way to put this? Oh my gosh. It's like if you had to decipher music videos for a crime that somebody has committed, and you had to figure out if they're, what's the word? If you can forgive them or not. Technically forgive, not forgiven, but they also translate to guilty and whatever. Wait, what's playing right now? It slaps. I don't remember. What's this song? It's a lo-fi of something. Listen to it a little bit. I do not remember this song at all. What's the lo-fi of? Oh my gosh, what is this? It's a lo-fi song that I do not remember at all. It's in my lo-fi playlist, so it's also in there. I know I have it linked in my about, but I legit forget. I legit forget what this is. Oh, it's Undertale. No, Deltarune. This has to be a Deltarune song. No. This is definitely Deltarune related. Oh my gosh. It's in my playlist. It's in the description. I don't remember which song this is though. You may have to go through it, but it might be a Deltarune one. It's probably a Deltarune one. I legit forget what this song is, because it's definitely lo-fi remix of something. I forget. I'm sorry. Because I used backup because my songs weren't working. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Milligram is like, it's basically like, there are these really cool songs, but there's also like you have to decipher a bunch of, it's basically talking about each singer in Milligram, okay, not singer, but each character in Milligram that is displayed has technically done, you know, not alive to somebody else. And so, or at least in differing ways. There's some that are a little questionable, but I get why they're there. So, in essence, it's basically like, oh, do you forgive them or do you not forgive them? Do you think they're guilty or do you think they're, well, it's forgive. It's certainly forgive, because they definitely did something, but do you forgive them or not? So, basically, it is the equivalent of trying to figure out, okay, what they do and how they do it, and are we good? Are they good to go? Should they have a sentence or not? There are some people in Milligram that I'm like, it is not their fault. I don't know what happened. I think we can allude to the fact that it's not their fault. Clearly, some things went wrong here. There's one guy I'm like, listen, if nobody else gets innocent, he he's not allowed to. He's learned his lesson. He can go. He's never gonna do this again. He can go. We know he won't make the same mistake again. He can go. He can live freely, slap on the wrist, whatever. Just get him out of here. Get him out. Get my baby out of there. Get him out. Everybody else, I'm like, I don't know quite yet. We're it's on the fence. But although there was one person, I'm like, you need therapy ASAP. 2 people actually. 2 people need therapy ASAP. At the very least. 2 people immediate therapy, everybody else I don't know, and then 1 person, you're out. You're gone. I hope you we know you're not gonna do this again. You're safe. So, but this week what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sketch them out. I'm gonna sketch out those characters. And I'll put their songs also in links in Twitter. I'll see if I can do it every day. I probably won't be able to have the time to. It'll be like a quick sketch. But essentially, what I might do too is I'll have each... Narratives always make things... Like, legitimately, narratives always make things better. I don't know what it is. Narratives just make things better. Oh my gosh. Have you heard of the Yes. I've only listened to the songs. I haven't seen the anime or the manga or whatever it is, but I've listened to the songs. I don't understand half of what's happening in them, but I'm just like, man, these songs are cool. It's weird for me. I'm not sure what's going on in them. I've never figured it out, but I've been like, man, these songs are emotional. These songs are great. I kind of understand what's happening, but I don't understand everything that's going on in it. But man, oh man, those poor characters. My heart goes out to those characters. I'm like, ooh, y'all, ooh. Y'all need help. ASAP. I think they're good now. I think there's a happy ending, but man, oh man, those characters are like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, those characters, man. I've listened to all their songs with those characters. I can't. I'm just so... Oh, that's all you do? Okay, I think I've got it. Serialize into... Okay, I think I got the serialization. I'm just gonna put it in as a text thing. String clear data is equal to... What is this? JSON. But yeah, narratives always make them better. So basically, this is like the Kakarego project at the Kakarego. No, maybe not 100%. Basically, it's like a narrative, storytelling, music videos, and that's the only. They've also got audio. What is it? The audio. They also have audio segments for all the characters and the VAs. I haven't listened to a single one. I probably should, but I'm more into the music than the audio, so I'm just like, I will keep things on the music side for now. It does give you more insight, but I'm just like, listen, I think, oh my gosh, there's just a lot. So I love it. I'll probably make some fan art for it this week, because I've always wanted to make fan art for it, but I haven't ever been able to make good fan art for it. Oh, speaking of which, there's the piano for me right there. There's the piano for it. But one thing that some of these projects have helped me do, like, I've needed help on some narrative stuff for my characters, for particular characters that I haven't quite gotten the handle on their character yet, or either how they're gonna play into the narrative. And legitimately, I listened to... At first, it was Deco's... It's the newest one. It's the latest one. I'm Not the Devil is what it's called. That one made me think, I should give this guy a better role. So I made a character who was like... I won't say too much about what he does, but he's basically I'll include a hint. Voice actor. This character is essentially a voice actor. And there are 2 voice actors... well, alright, I'll go with that. There are 2 different voice actors that I thought about with that. I'm Not the Devil. I'll just link link it. I'll link it now. I'll link it. I'll link it right now, because it's not gonna make any sense if I just spout the name of it. I probably can't, because copyright, but here's that song. So this is the first song, and I thought, oh, I can make this guy a voice actor for this, even though that's not what I intended for this character to be. Instead of getting rid of him, I could just make him a voice actor for this thing, and it'll be fine. That was one part of the puzzle. And then, I listened to the latest Milligram song. I saw it, I was like, oh, you know, maybe it won't be... At first, I'm gonna be legitimately honest, I didn't think that It's Not My Fault I didn't think it would be as good. I was much more looking forward to Backdraft, if you know which songs they are in order. But, just like Backdraft, this song has been an earworm in my ear for literally the past... I'm gonna link that one too. Here's another link for you. This has been an earworm in my ear for the past week and a half. I don't know what happened. It has been in my ear for days. For days, it has been in my ear. And the moment I saw that music video, I had the worst idea maybe not the worst idea, but I mean this in terms of, like, story. I'll give them a listen. You don't have to listen to them both, but I think the second link's more important. But as soon as I listened to the second link, I was like, ooh, I have an idea for that voice actor. And boy, oh boy, I have an idea. Because basically the voice actor personality rise was pretty bland. And I figured out what the voice actor's personality was gonna be. And I mean bland, I mean, like, you know, he's super duper, like, nice, and, like, super duper, like, friendly, and, like, just... I'm just gonna call it cookie cutter, but I'm not gonna explain why I made it that way to begin with. Because there's a reason as to why I was like, I don't know if I should have this guy also be cookie cutter, kind of, But as soon as I heard this song, I was like, okay. I know exactly where I need to take this character. And man, oh man, did it give me some insight. I'm like, I know where I'm going to take him. I know exactly where I'm going to take the VA. I'm excited and I'm ready. So, because of that song, I've been dying to get lore stuff in for days. Just to make sure I get his part correctly. Even though I have so many other people, or characters to pinpoint in, specifically this VA, or this VA character, I'm like, I have to make sure that I put his thing in. I have to make sure I gotta put in his stuff immediately. He is the first person that as soon as I figure out where everybody else is, I'm writing his character arc as soon as I get there, because man, oh man, that character's in for a ride now. I'm not gonna say exactly how. It won't be straight if you listen to it. It's not gonna be exactly like that, because frankly, Mew's personality is straight up garbage. But I'm not taking every personality aspect. I'm taking particular things from it, if you will. So it'll be very interesting and it'll play into how he reacts to a certain instance happening to him. That's what I'm gonna say on that. The way he reacts, it's not necessarily taking the entire personality, it's just gonna be the way that he reacts to it is how it's gonna play off. So I have an idea I can figure out his personality more in depth, and I know he's gonna react to a certain situation. I'm excited. I'm excited already. So I'm ready. I'm very much ready to write lore. I've been ready. I've been more ready now than I've been in the past few days. Oh man, you can tell I'm very ready to write the lore. Let me see here. Well, that means I have to rewrite all of this. I They're probably playing at the same time, I just realized. They're like playing at the same time. I'll come back to this. I haven't really worked on much in terms of the programming because I've been figuring out the serialization stuff. But let me... see what else I can do in the meantime, though. Because we at least have the stream readers in the meantime. Not too worried about that. I should make... if I don't quite figure out the serialization stuff right now, I should create a save function while we're here. I just wish I could save these normally with serialization, but it's not working. But yeah, I'm very excited to write lore. I'm very excited to make this voice actor's... to edit his personality and make him react in a way that I want him to. I am excited about that. I know his reaction to get him to that point. I'm ready. So very much a week. I might give you... I won't give you too many hints. But I probably will also be doing some of their... maybe an if for the other characters of Milligram, if the Milligram characters were in my... maybe I'll do like fan art, like regular fan art, and then like an if the characters of Milligram were walking around in my universe, because I figured that would be the easiest thing to do. So I'll be doing a lot of fan art this week. Maybe for the next couple of weeks. I think March is going to be a very interesting month in general. Oh man, March is going to be the month. That's there. Man. But yeah. Big week. Big week. I feel bad I haven't been able to figure out the serialization, though. I'm sorry, guys. This has not been very programmy today, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, maybe I did download that song. This might be Luxium's song in the lo-fi remix. I might have put that in here. I might have put that in there. I forgot that I did that. I'm always distracted with that program. I mean, it's not really distracted. It's more like, I cannot. I don't know. I can't figure out how to make this work. So I'll have to figure it out. I think this is Kirby music. It might have been the Kirby music in the lo-fi for the song that you were asking about. That might have been Kirby. This sounds like Luxium, though. I'm not sure. I don't know if I did. I might have put that in the playlist. I don't know. So I don't think... because I don't have the regular song thing on right now, so I have no idea what song is what. Is it that one? It might be. I feel bad. I don't remember half of it. Like, all I know is that I made a backup song playlist in case the song suddenly stopped, and that's all I remember. So, if you find it, you find it. Oh, man. But I'm glad that you found it, though. I try to find stuff that is just like, I will use it, and it won't give me any trouble. Because if I had the choice, there'd be Vocaloid songs in here. But the Vocaloid songs I want to listen to, either A, they're in English, and it makes it difficult for me to concentrate. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you like the lo-fi, but like if I had the choice, I would have done like Vocaloid and some anime music, but I just know that copyright issues will come up. And especially since my stuff is like the more popular stuff that I like to listen to, I'm not sure how that would go down. I do not know how that would go down at all. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I noticed that there are some that do, but it's like covers. But even then, I'm like, that'll still get me in trouble. I could, you know, what I'll do is I'll make a third playlist. I'll do like Vocaloid, I'll do like a Vocaloid stream playlist so that we have them there. But it'll just be covers. I think as long as it's covers, I think you're okay, but I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong about that. So I got no clue. I just want to figure out the serialization stuff today. I can't do much today without the serialization. That was my main purpose today. Okay, since I have more time now, what I'm gonna do is I think we're basically on time. What I will do is I'll figure out the serialization stuff off stream and figure out why that isn't working. Because that was one of my biggest things that I wanted to work on today. I figured it'd be quick and easy. Setting it up isn't quick and easy at all. So I will set that up. We'll make sure to do that for next stream so we have that set up. I still think today's stream was pretty productive. Like, I still like today's stream. I like the inputs. Today was awesome. All the food hot takes that I now have to try. Every food thing now, I will definitely have to try all of it. I will do everything in my power to try everything. But I do have to go since it is 10. But I will go ahead. I will figure out serialization next time. I loved all the food hot takes. Glad I got to rant about Ace Attorney just a slight bit. And I'm so happy that people are paying attention to lore. Boom! Hi, official. I'm sorry, we are leaving right now though. I am gonna end it. But thank you everybody for such a fun stream. I liked it. Today was really fun. I hope that, I hope you'll have fun lurking too, because, I don't know, I personally get a little worried when people don't chat, but I hope it's fun hearing some of the stuff I say on stream. Bye, Artificial! I don't think am I gonna raid tonight? It's my first time back. We're not gonna raid tonight, just cause I'm like, today was a lot. But we'll probably raid next time for Wednesday. I haven't planned what we're doing Wednesday since I didn't finish with Shu. I'll do the Ike one, because I posted about it. That was the first post I made, because I figured I was just going to do drafts. Bye, Icon! But we'll go ahead. We'll do the Ike one with the maid dress. We'll get on that one. No longer clickbait. I wasn't intending that post to be clickbait, but we're no longer doing clickbait. We're going to do Ike in a maid dress. And that'll be, I think, the last one. Yeah, see you Wednesday maybe? Yeah, definitely. We'll make next Wednesday for sure. Because this Wednesday was just... Oh, I could not do it this Wednesday. But see you next Wednesday, guys. Bye-bye. Bye, guys.